Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Just a quick update here. Basically no change from the previous video. We are still looking at further downside here. The crypto market is really just sliding, moving sideways. To be honest, it's holding well. As I said in the Bitcoin video, it's holding well compared to some of the other markets. Yeah, for example, the Dow Jones now made a new low as well, and I think the other important ones like the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, they are going to make a new low as well. That is what the latest development shows. So I think they're not there yet, but it's looking like it now. And the crypto market though is holding still well, but it's just sliding sideways, a bit of boring sideways movement, which at some point will be over here, and we're going to see a larger move than hopefully that last leg down in this bear market. Of course, that's speculation at this stage. Always encourage people to, look at the present, trade in the present, use what there is in the chart, and then based on that, come to your conclusions about possible opportunities that there are in the market. That is what the Elliott waves show us. There are hundreds of possibilities. Anything can happen really, but we are looking here at the important low risk, high reward setups. But for ADA, the trend is still down. No impulsive setup or anything interesting here. Just sideways movement. Of course, setups happen on every time frame. 1-2 setups are often the most reliable ones or the most interesting ones in markets. On every time frame they happen. Here we have the scenario where we set from the high at around 52.4 cents. We moved down in a wave 1, which is an impulse. Wave 2 correction here, then a wave 3 down is what we possibly see now. Oh, no, not that. Which would be followed by a wave 4 retracement and a wave 5 down. So that's what we are looking at. But in this wave 3 then, we obviously have our subwaves, wave 1 done. Wave 2 probably done as well here at 48.3 cents. And we're now in the wave 3 down there in red. But yeah, within the wave 3, you've got your subwaves as well. 1-2, 1-2, and we might now head down in that subwave, the wave 3. Now, what I can tell you from experience, this is already quite a complex pattern with a lot of 1-2 setups in there. In the end, you will often see a move that will invalidate some of that. It is at the moment all working out, and it is looking all valid and everything, but what you see if you get a chart that is loaded up like that with 1-2 setups, so we've got a 1-2 here, we've got a 1-2 here, we've got a 1-2 here, got a 1-2 here, then there's 4 1-2 setups. That is, I can tell you from experience, even though this is all valid and based on that you would expect to move down, what the market often does with a big move, it will just throw them out of the window, and eventually what you often get is just 1 or maybe 2 1-2 setups in a more complex corrective wave pattern, not this sort of staggering of 1-2s, because this is quite bearish if you see that, and it often doesn't work out if you have more than 3. So with 4 it's getting unrealistic that you have like 4 or more 1-2 setups. So it wouldn't surprise me if the market doesn't move up suddenly and will throw them all out of the window, because in the end, when you get that, for example, a 1-2, then you expect an impulse down in a wave 3. Now, okay, we've got a second 1-2 setup, that's okay, but then you've got here, you just can't really, you're not really doing it. It just needs to play out. And if it doesn't, it is, and the longer it takes, it often is a signal that it's not going to work out and that the wave count might be wrong. But in the end, without seeing any invalidation, we can't really talk about that. We can't really say that. Here, at the moment, in this latest 1-2 that you can see here in white, we said that from the high here, which was at around 46.8, we moved down in a diagonal pattern down in this wave 1. Then we had here a wave A up, a wave B down, a wave C up. We hit the 45 cent level. Against 45 cents, we can now focus on lower. But if we break it, it would suggest that a larger wave 2 correction is on the way. This is possible. If we break that 45 cent level, what would be sort of the next likely target? So it would be the 61.8% fib level, which is the 45.4 cent level, and above that, and that is sort of the key level here, the 78.6% fib level at 46 cents. Here we should, at the latest, if this wave count is correct, reverse and move down. But again, as long as the 45 cent level holds, we can look at lower against the 45 cent level. Personally, I wouldn't do anything here. Why is that? I wouldn't even trade this, even though this is a 1-2 setup. But bear in mind, we are just above key support. Yeah, we've got a very important, very relevant ascending trend line here from that triangle pattern where we had a lot of support. Here that was support on the 13th of July, here on the 28th of August, and then most recently support here on the 19th of September, 21st of September, and here near enough again. So you are basically just below a wave 2 peak, possible wave 2 peak, and above key support. So you wouldn't really go short here, or at least I wouldn't, because we're just above support, and this could very well bounce off that, invalidate at wave 2. So I think here it's just being patient, seeing what it's doing. Maybe some kind of a, if you like to trade ranges, that might be suitable for you, but we don't see a reliable pattern. I think that is sort of the message here. And as soon as we see one, which we'll hopefully do soon, and hopefully the market will clear things up here, then we can take it from there. At the moment, I am focused on lower, below 45 cents anyway, but really, as I said in previous videos, the market would really need to do something big to convince me that we are bullish here. At the moment, the wave count to the downside hasn't fully closed out. The pattern isn't full yet. It needs to be filled. We need to see those 5 waves eventually play out sooner or later. So we'll see. And that's my update about ADA. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.